The Hartford police are trying to figure out what happened after a man who says he was shot in the face by Aaron Hernandez in Florida last February was shot again, this time outside a Hartford nightclub.
Hartford police are giving a live briefing right now, so let's take a listen.
We sent officers to the scene. The responding officers noticed a vehicle, a silver Chrysler 300, fleeing the scene. They pulled the vehicle over a short distance away from the club. Inside the car was obviously Alexander Bradley, suffering from a gunshot wound to his right thigh. The officers observed blood all over the side of the vehicle at different spots. The operator of the vehicle, which we believe is his cousin, was a Department of Corrections employee for the Connecticut State Department of Corrections. He's been terminated as of today. You have to see their PIO for further information on that and his name. Investigation revealed that there was a disturbance in the bar. We have two witnesses saying that that disturbance was over money, that the disturbance was taken outside the bar. That's when Mr. Bradley was shot, at which point he went to his vehicle, produced a firearm, returned to the club, made an effort to get inside the club, but they had locked the door on him. He went out to the street and fired shots into the glass and into the door, essentially, of the nightclub. The internal video shows several patrons diving and running for cover as he's shooting, as shots are fired in the club. Our crime scene detectives recovered 11 shell casings at the scene, which would indicate that he fired at least 11 times. The gun he was using in the incident was stolen. It was stolen from a federal firearms licensee from Springfield, Massachusetts, and it was a part of 111 guns that were stolen. Currently, he is in our custody. He was booked today, and I'll read you the charges in a minute. He was taken to booking, and an arraignment was scheduled. However, his injuries did not improve, and we took him back to the hospital where he remains in our custody. He was charged as follows: criminal possession of a firearm, criminal use of a firearm, reckless endangerment in the first degree, unlawful discharge of a firearm, stealing a firearm, and obliterated serial numbers on a firearm. He's a convicted felon, has no rhyme or reason to have a gun, for sure. And that's all we have at this point. I might have some other stuff. Anything? You guys have any questions? They were watching the Super Bowl. That was one of the questions you guys had.
Hey, Lieutenant, you said that the motive was over money. Did this have anything to do with his relationship with Aaron Hernandez and the...
Okay, that's a live news conference concerning a shooting that happened outside a Hartford club last night. A friend of former NFL star Aaron Hernandez was shot.
Yeah, Alexander Bradley of East Hartford was shot several times in the leg. It happened last night outside of a lounge and bar grill. He then opened fire in front of that club. You heard in that press conference, they said he opened fire as many as 11 times. That's because they found 11 shell casings. Right before he was caught and taken to a local hospital, he is expected to survive. Now, Bradley claims he lost an eye when he was shot by the former NFL star in Miami last February. Boston police have now made a connection between Bradley and Hernandez to a double homicide that happened back in 2012, although no charges have been filed in that case. Now, Hernandez remains behind bars. He's facing murder charges in the death of Odin Lloyd. And of course, in that case, he's pleaded not guilty.